So the first ever attack that I did was this artist named Bricks underscore, and the character's name is Maya. She is the president of a supernatural investigation club. Her best friend Benjamin is also a part of the club, and she loves decor fashion. I love decor fashion. It is one of those aesthetics that I always love looking into, but never really got into. So, my big inspiration for her is I wanted to do, like, she's out on investigating, like, I wanted her to be out ghost hunting. So, I wanted to make sure that I had her camera and kind of like a super more intense outfit. Nothing too extreme because she's still, I think, a high schooler, so I kept it still simple, but a little more than what you see in her reference photo. Speaking of reference photos, I tend to use reference photos a lot when I come to making stuff, and you will probably see the reference photos while I'm doing the speed paints more often than not, because sometimes it just helps me out a lot. But I will say this first attempt at doing her was not really going in my favor. More than anything, it was the hands that were giving me issues. So I decided to go a little more simpler. It was the first drawing I was doing for Airfight, so I went for a cutesy pose of her using her camera face on. I only had 2 golds for this year to kind of keep it simple, and also I had a friend who wanted to kind of challenge each other. So the goal was to do 10 illustrations, full body colored. I believe I only got to do 6 characters, and life kind of got really busy for me in July, so I wasn't able to put more time and effort into this, but I am still super proud of what I did, and I really love Maya's color palette and the pastel colors, the warmer tone she has. It's like really fun. I gave her like these heart little leggings with leg warmers too, and I kept her jacket around her waist, something I used to do all the time back in middle school, high school, so I felt like it was fitting. But yeah, that's my first illustration, and you might have noticed the tiny little ghost in it. I kept a little reference to the ghost hunting. Next we have is Spark, created by Cloudkind. Spark did not have a whole lot in their description. Big bright bundle of joy and interdimensional hopeless romantic. Quite an interesting combo. And apparently his love interest will be the boogeyman, so that is really fun. But I don't know, I had a hard time. I love the design, I love the hair more than anything. I love a character with a good mane, and it's a fire mane, which makes it all the more better. So I was like, how do I showcase the character's personality, like joyful and silly, while still trying to keep the full body aspect? So I was like, what's more hopeless romantic than getting on the phone with your crush? But it wouldn't make sense to do a regular modern phone, so it had to be one from the 90s. So I just used a reference photo. I originally was gonna use the reference photo from this movie, but I was like, I don't know. I just decided to go off a photo that I found off of Pinterest that did pretty well. I almost forgot Spark's crown, like almost at the very last moment. And one of my favorite things is to find my style of like a character's eyes, because usually the most stylization of my character is their eyes, but that's Spark for you. Alright, next up we have the Exorcist, also known as Taiwan. This character is by Katva. He is an exorcist that has, I guess, the body of his 17-year-old self, and he covers up his death wound with the bandages, which is really sick. This is actually my first revenge. They did my character Ario, so I was like, okay, let me pick one of their characters because I wanted to at least get one revenge in. Did it really fast and it was pretty simple, but I had fun nonetheless. Next up, we have Miles by Mumblebee. Once again, another dead, not dead character. He is in some sort of limbo situation. He really likes arcades, street art, and reading card games, some other things. I really went for like that street art vibe, so I kind of had him being on one of those electric boxes next to a one-way sign, which could also be like a nod to like one way into limbo, you know. I don't know. I really liked his hair more than anything. His hair was really cool looking, and the outfit that the artist made. Like, it was a really good exercise to learn how to use Clip Studio Paint, because I've been really rusty and kind of scared to learn how to illustrate in Clip Studio. But it actually turned out to be nice, and I learned a lot of like techniques, and I got like faster with it each time. And I'm even starting to be able to sketch in Clip Studio, which was like one of my biggest issues, was I didn't know I couldn't sketch on digitally, or like with and even when I use Paint Tool Style, I still struggled with sketching it. But yeah, that's Milo. And I had one more that I did. These two Siren Sisters by Nightfall 100866. The younger sister is a ball full of energy, and the younger one, the older one, is a pop singer and is like a lot more chill compared to her sister. But yeah, in the end, even though I wasn't able to do nearly as much as I wanted to, I had a lot of fun with this, and I grew quite a bit, at least as a digital artist, on how to use Clip Studio Paint. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I made, and hopefully you'll tag along for some of my next adventures, because I'm doing a whole lot of trying new things out and recording my progress, so those will be coming out soon. But yeah, thank you for watching, and stay weird, guys.